What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid News Now, where we'll get you caught up on all the latest news from around the entertainment world. In today's top stories, Warner Brothers is reportedly considering an adaptation of Superman Red Son. Then Matt Reeves drops some interesting info about the tone and direction of his Batman movie. And finally, just how much Spider-Man's going to be in Avengers Infinity War has been revealed. But first I want to give a special shout out to our friends over at BlurredCon. That's happening this weekend in Alexandria, Virginia, right outside of Washington, D.C. And Josh, Will, and myself are actually going to be hosting a panel there. So if you're in the area Friday at 1, come by and hang out. In that top story though, you heard it right comrades, a Red Son movie might be happening. Well, this kinda sorta sounds absolutely ludicrous with the DCEU still going on, and in fact, some would say still going strong in the wake of Wonder Woman's success. This comes from two different sources and kind of suggests that WB is actually at least thinking about it. The first of those sources, and really kind of the originator of this news, is actually the author of the Red Son graphic novel himself, Mark Millar. He had a really fun Twitter exchange with Kong Skull Island director Jordan Vogt-Roberts, and kind of over the course of their back and forth, Vogt-Roberts revealed that he had actually pitched a Red Son movie to WB a couple of months back. They shot the pitch down then, but to the surprise of Twitter and Vogt-Roberts, Millar revealed that he's heard from two separate friends of his at the studio in the last 2 months that it looks like WB might have resurrected the idea. In a follow-up article, Den of Geek actually confirmed Millar's tweets with their own sources at the studio, which they stressed are extremely reliable. Then they added to what Millar had said and actually shot down some speculation that what he was talking about was just an animated adaptation, and said no, this would be a real deal live-action film. In speaking to Den of Geek, Millar clarified his tweet saying, "Is this something they're genuinely planning? I have no idea. I've got pals at Warner Bros, but never discussed it with them. I think they're just going through their back catalog of big books and hoping to lure in good directors as opposed to any particular interest in developing Red Son." Whether or not this happens, of course, remains to be seen, and how it would even work with the DCEU still ongoing is a huge question mark, and probably like the original comic, it would have to be an Elseworld story. Vogt-Roberts actually cited Logan as a good example of a superhero movie kind of existing as a standalone outside of its larger cinematic universe, and I think he's right. That's the way you would have to go about a Red Son adaptation. The major question is, would that work with a character like Superman, whether it's Henry Cavill or not, without confusing the general audience? And I don't have the answer for that, so let me know what you think and what you think of the possibility in general in the comment section down below. On to our next story, we finally have some of our first details about Ben Affleck's highly anticipated solo Batman movie, straight from the film's new director, Matt Reeves himself. And speaking with new trailer buzz at the War for the Planet of the Apes press junket, Reeves said he sees a lot of similar emotions and characteristics within both Caesar and Batman, and also shared some information on the tone and direction that he wants to strike in the movie. There's a chance to do an almost noir-driven detective version of Batman that is point-of-view driven in a very, very powerful way that will hopefully connect you to what's going on inside his head and inside of his heart. And describing it that way is probably going to make a lot of fans happy, as recent film adaptations have really kind of strayed away from the world's greatest detective aspect of the character. Reeves' comments also kind of clarified the recent lull in news about the Batman movie recently. In the interview, Reeves revealed that he had only really gotten done actually working on War for the Planet of the Apes within 2 weeks of that interview, and then had to jump right into the press tour for the film, so he was only just starting to sit down and actually work on the Batman movie. But if he can bring what he's promising and develop a film anywhere near the quality of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, or from what I'm hearing, War for the Planet of the Apes, it's gonna have a very good shot at being one of the best Batman movies ever made. Let us know what you think about all that in the comment section down below. But on to our last story of the day, how much is Spider-Man going to be in Avengers Infinity War? That's a question on a lot of fans' minds, especially during these last few days of lead up to Spider-Man Homecoming's release on July 7th, and since February when it was confirmed that yes, Spidey would be appearing in the third Avengers film. But today we have our first indication of just how much Marvel and Sony's shared character is actually going to be used in the movie, thanks to who else but, no, not Amy Pascal, Marvel's president Kevin Feige. And speaking to Fandango, Feige revealed that Spider-Man's screen time is actually more or less equal to his appearance in Captain America: Civil War. That means Spidey will only actually be around for about 30 minutes, give or take, which actually kind of makes sense given the number of heroes in the movie. And while we don't really know anything about the plot yet, it could very well end up like Civil War in that Spidey's called in basically mainly for the big fight scene. Only this time he actually gets to fight villains instead of other heroes. Let us know what you thought of that and all of our other stories today in the comment section down below. But that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw. Subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.